including most of Lincoln County, down into Rockcastle County, Brodhead, Mount Vernon, included in a severe thunderstorm warning. That too is going on until 5:15. Severe thunderstorm warning extends up toward the Richmond area. There in southern and western Madison County. It also includes most of Garrett County, but what we are focusing on right now is the tornado warning. So if you are just joining us right now, tornado warning in effect for far eastern and northeastern Lincoln County right now. Again, this storm is moving very quickly, so it's already pushing into Garrett County. So you need to be in your safe place right now, Garrett County, southern Garrett County. Until this storm passes. Crab Orchard, looks like you are in the clear. Walnut Flat as well. Preachersville, seeing the brunt of the storm right now. There could also be some hail involved in this. You can see the radar there just updated. So now it looks like the storm is crossing over into Garrett County even as we speak. Let's see here. Okay, so the National Weather Service is continuing the tornado warning. No hail has been reported just yet, at least nothing that I am seeing, but a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 7 miles north of Gum Sulphur and is moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So again, we're dealing with a tornado warning, so they've kind of dropped it off at least back toward the central part of Lincoln County, kind of shrinking this down, but this is what we're looking at right here, right over Preachersville. Let's see, Fall Lick Road, you're taking the worst of the storm right now. Crab Orchard Road, you're also seeing a lot of very, very heavy torrential rain. If my products are right, I'm not seeing a ton of lightning. I'm going to go ahead and switch over here to analysis mode. Give me just a second here. Okay, so here's your warning. Here is a look at the rotation that is moving just past Preachersville right now into southern Garrett County. Again, this tornado warning is still in effect till 5:15 p.m. So until we see some significant weakening of it or the drop in the warning, we are going to keep and stay on air here. Let's take a look and see if there's any kind of, let's go velocity here. It does look like the velocity is weakening just a bit, which is what we like to see, but still do not get out of your safe space just yet. Again, moving very quickly. About the time we get one sweep of the radar in, another one comes in. So right now we're dealing with some of that rotation that's moving closer just northwest of the Cartersville area. This is in Garrett County. The worst of the storm has now passed Lincoln County and is moving into Garrett County. We also have several severe thunderstorm warnings that are surrounding this tornado warning, but this right here is the area that we are looking at very closely. You can see here the green means it is moving, of course, away toward the radar, and see toward, and then the red, of course, moving away. So there you're going to start to get that spin right around here. Okay, let's switch it back over here to our, let's go to Jackson. So there's your extremely heavy rain, very, very heavy rain. I'm still not seeing any sort of confirmation of any tornado, which is obviously good news. I'm not seeing any wind reports yet, no hail reports. Let's go over to our hail product and see if there's any hail within this. Not seeing any. There is some shear there, so that's where you've got that spin in the column of the atmosphere. So that is probably why they have issued this tornado warning, and there you can see the worst of it. Let's see. And again, moving very, very quickly. Again, this storm is moving at about 50 miles per hour to the northeast, and it is just barreling through Garrett County as we speak right now. So this is the tornado warning that we're talking about. I believe they will likely be dropping that from Lincoln County here in the next little bit. Let's go back to our reflection. There is talk that maybe this warning will be extended into Madison County. For now, though, we're just going to focus right here on this. Again, if you're just now joining us, tornado warning in effect right now until 5:15 p.m. So this is going to go for about another 12 minutes. This storm is currently moving just southeast of the Lancaster area there in Garrett County. Hyattsville, you are under the gun right now. Cartersville, you are also included in this tornado warning. Mance and Lowell is as well. Hackley is in the far northern corner here of the warning. This is the area right here we're watching that has just passed the Preachersville area. Let's see if we can get some roads in here. Fall Lick Road in Garrett County. Gooch Pike, Perkins Lane, Drakes Creek Road are all dealing with some torrential rain and the possibility of a tornado. Again, this is a tornado warning that is now moving into Garrett County, and you can see most of Garrett County is just getting hammered right now with some extremely heavy rain, torrential rain. Not seeing a whole lot of lightning with this system. There is a couple of bolts up here in the far northern part of Garrett County, but that's about it. Nothing really around this tornado warning. Then, of course, you have this severe thunderstorm warning that is extended out toward and includes most of Lincoln County, includes all of Garrett County. It stretches up into Madison County and down into Rockcastle County, Mount Vernon as well. Okay, so at this time, it looks like they are not planning to extend the tornado warning into Madison County, which of course that is good news, but they're going to keep a close eye on this. This is just some messaging going on from the National Weather Service in Louisville. Let's take you back through over to storm relative velocity. Still seeing some rotation there. That does not mean that there's a tornado on the ground, but that means there's a twist in the atmosphere. People could be maybe seeing some maybe some rotation in the clouds, maybe a funnel cloud. But so far, we have not had any reports of an actual confirmed tornado, so that is good news. But we are, of course, cutting into the 5 o'clock p.m. newscast right now, but we're going to continue on with this tornado warning until it either weakens significantly or expires. So again, tornado warning, Garrett County, it's moving fast. It is moving to the northeast at about 50 miles an hour. You've got a lot of torrential rain. We are still seeing some broad rotation right now just south of the Mance area. That's going to be moving over the Richmond Road area there, really close to Lowell. Also, White Lick Road, you're seeing some storms there for sure. All of this is happening north of the Cartersville area. Let's see if we go ahead and switch it back over to our reflectivity. Let's see here. This is Louisville versus, okay, this is Jackson. So again, moving very quickly, and it's already, the storms really are already pushing into Madison County. So the severe thunderstorm warning that's pushing into Madison County, that of course is going to be covering the storms that are coming in, unless the storm does turn tornadic and tornado is confirmed, then of course they will extend that tornado warning. Let's see here if we do a... I'm going to see what counties are affected here. So right now, Paint Lick, you are receiving it. It says that the storm is going to be to you in 1 minute. Happy landing in about 5 minutes. even over into Madison County, Buggytown, you're looking at about 5 minutes until this storm gets to you. Now, again, this could be weakening. Of course, we hope that that is the case as it continues to move to the northeast. We haven't seen any storms moving over this part of the area today, at least nothing severe. So there's not a whole lot of, there could still be quite a bit of energy left in the atmosphere. So that is what we are keeping a very close eye on. Is this part of the storm right here that just kind of dips down closer to the Cartersville area, but includes the Mance area, Lowell as well, and now up into the Hackley area and toward Neenah. So Richmond Road there in Garrett County. And this is, most of this is in central and southern Garrett County. Central, really. See if I can get my chat pulled back up. So again, very heavy rain. Not a lot of lightning with this. We can see some wind gusts. Let me take a look and see if we're dealing with any really strong wind gusts from Kentucky Mesonet. Not seeing any reports of any intense winds. Maybe 20 to 30 miles per hour. So that is good. So again, as of right now, the storm has about, this warning rather, has about 5 minutes to go. But as you can see, it's just moving at a very, very fast pace, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So that is now starting to exit Garrett County, and that will be soon moving into the Madison County area. Richmond will even be impacted by this storm. I-75 there in Berea is already being impacted by this storm. So Slate Lick, Boone there in far northern Rockcastle County, you are seeing some intense rain right now. If nothing else, boy, these are some intense amounts of rain falling right now. The possibility of hail is there, but I'm not seeing any as we switch over and take a look at the possibility for hail. I'm just not seeing any of that here. We do have some pretty significant shear, though, and that looks like that shear is kind of moving outside of the box there of the tornado warning. So the tornado warning is, as of right now, set to expire at 5:15 p.m. Let's go back over to reflectivity. So there's still some discussion on whether or not to continue the tornado warning. Let's take a look out, see what's going on. We do have another tornado warning that's not for our neck of the woods, but it is down toward the Pineville area in Bell County. So we have not been focusing on that one. The severe thunderstorm warning does cut up into far eastern Knox County. That goes until 5:15 p.m. as well. And the tornado warning there for Pineville also goes until 5:15 p.m. We also have another severe thunderstorm warning that is just to the northeast of Lexington, Bourbon County, Nicholas County included in that one. This is going to be pushing into eastern Bourbon County right now, just past the Paris area. Carlisle seeing some very heavy rain, a little bit of lightning there, possibly winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. So we're also going to keep an eye on that. Lexington, we're receiving some rain right here at the station now and also in downtown Lexington, so Fayette County. The good news is with that, these storms look to be a little bit more congealed or stratiform, which makes them not as likely to become severe. So that is good. But what we are watching right now, and you can see the storm has just completely surpassed this area under the tornado warning. So I would imagine there are not going to be plans to extend that, or at least they're going to be letting this current one expire at 5:15 p.m. So that's about 2 to 3 more minutes to go. So we'll just keep it here until that does expire, so we know that we are in the clear. Berea, you are seeing some torrential rain right now. Middletown, Buggytown, Duncannon, you're dealing with some heavy rain as well. That's right on the border of Garrett County and Madison County. Again, that tornado warning, as you can see, there's really nothing in that box, so I assume that they are going to let that tornado warning expire, but you still have some strong storms that are pushing through northern Rockcastle County right now. Again, this is very fast moving. These are moving to the northeast very quickly. Okay, so it looks like they are going to maybe extend the tornado warning in Bell County, but it doesn't, still no talk for us here in the Richmond area, Madison County, Berea. But again, you need to be in your safe place. Even though that tornado warning is no longer over the area, the storm still has the same properties. It still has torrential rain with it, some lightning, some thunder, not a lot. There's only about one lightning bolt that I'm seeing right now in far northern Madison County, right on the Madison and Jessamine County line right now. But there's still some torrential rain falling right now. Not seeing any reports of any hail. I'm also not seeing any reports of any trees down or wind damage reports. So again, all of these things are good, but we do want to keep you here for another minute or two just to make sure that this warning expires. I imagine we're going to be probably getting the newscast going here in the next couple of minutes, and then if we do have to cut back in, of course we will. But we do still have a lot of action going on right now. There's still a lot of rain that's falling over the bluegrass in central Kentucky, as you can see right now. Okay, so they are letting the tornado warning for Garrett and Lincoln County expire. Keep in mind, though, you still need to be in your safe place if you live in Richmond, if you live in Berea, even if you live on the border there of Madison and Jessamine County. There's still a lot of heavy rain. Let's take it over to storm relative velocity one more time. Looks like there may even be just a little bit of rotation right over Berea. Right over Berea. If you are traveling along I-75 in southern Madison County, really anywhere in Madison County, you need to be as safe as possible. Maybe even pull over and go into a business, a gas station or a shop, a business of some sort, because this storm is bearing down on Madison County as we speak right now. All right, so we've got some extremely heavy rain right now. Slate Lick, Berea, Middletown, Ferristown, right along I-75, Paint Lick Road, South Dogwood Drive, Mount Vernon Road, and that, of course, is extending all the way up toward Richmond. It is not in Richmond just yet, but of course that severe thunderstorm warning includes this area of Richmond, or includes this area of Madison County right now, and that will go until 5:30 p.m. So again, it looks like the tornado warning is expiring. There it goes. It just went away for Garrett and Lincoln County. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on the weather, but right now we are going to go ahead and send it over to Larry and Nancy and get the newscast started.
Emily, thank you so much for all of your hard work. We appreciate you explaining all this to us and keeping everyone safe. As you can see, it's going to be a very active night of weather. We'll be hearing more from Emily in just a few minutes. We'll give her a chance to kind of reset a little bit and come back with some more information.
So we thank you for staying with us here as we shift now to tonight's big story. 11 people have been killed in the month of May here in Lexington.
Police say one man killed 3 of those victims at once last night, his wife and 2 adult daughters at home.
LEX 18's Ricky Sayer was there for Stephen Wilson's first day in court. That's tonight's big story at 5.
The judge denied the man bail, meaning he will stay behind bars. His plea was not guilty.
Mr. Wilson, are you able to hear and see me, sir?
Yes. That was all we heard today, directly from the man accused of killing his wife and 2 adult daughters. This was Stephen Wilson's first court appearance. New images shared with LEX 18 show his 2 adult daughters. They were 42 and 38. Both were found dead when police arrived on scene yesterday. Some police tape lingers today on Kaywood Drive. The coroner called the scene very disturbing. A vigil is set for tonight at 8 near a church on the street. Neighbors told us Wilson often kept to himself. They didn't see the daughters often. One woman told us they appeared to be most active in the community on Halloween.
The kids loved going to that house to get candy at Halloween, and that's really about all I can say. I mean, I'm just absolutely shocked and very saddened.
The next court date is set for June 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. In Lexington, Ricky Sayer, LEX 18 News.
Turn now to the situation in Uvalde, Texas, where this week a lone teenage gunman killed 21 people, including 19 children.
We're learning more about the chaotic scene outside the school and the heartbreaking stories of the young survivors. NBC's Wendy Woolfolk has the latest.
Parents outside Robb Elementary, desperate to know what's happening inside. Now, questions about the police response to that chaotic scene Tuesday.
And it's under investigation. There's a lot of unanswered questions.
We do know more about what happened in those few horrific minutes. A law enforcement source says this brief clip shows the gunman running into the school. Officials say the gunman locked himself in a classroom and began shooting. He was eventually killed by authorities.
It appears it was unlocked. So we're going to look at that and try to corroborate that as best as we can.
11-year-old Mia Cirillo was in that classroom.
Mia got some blood and put it on herself, but she couldn't pretend that she was dead. Someone said that. She saw her friend full of blood, and she got blood and put it on herself.
19 children and 2 teachers lost their lives. Each one has a story, including Elena Torres, who loved softball, and McKenna Lee Elrod, said to have a smile that would light up a room. And their teachers, Irma Garcia and Eva Morales, died trying to protect their students.
We just need a lot of prayer. We just need to support the families that have casualties. They're suffering.
And that suffering seems endless. Wendy Woolfolk, NBC News, Uvalde, Texas.
Well, a trailblazer for the University of Kentucky basketball team passed away this morning.
Keith Farmer will join us in just a bit to tell us more about that. But right now, we need to go back to Emily because there's another tornado warning, this time Madison County, Emily?
Yes, it is. It is for southern Madison County. I'm going to drive it from over here, if you don't mind. We are dealing with another tornado warning. We've been watching as these storms have trickled their way into central Kentucky right now. There was one tornado warning for Lincoln and Garrett County. Now it has shifted. It looked like maybe it was weakening some, but it looks like the strength is coming back a little bit on this. So we do have a tornado warning that is in place right now for southern Madison County, and this one's going to go until 5:45 p.m. Typically with these, there have been severe thunderstorm warnings issued, and maybe they say a tornado is possible, but it looks like there's going to be some. We'll take a look at rotation here in just a second. You're probably hearing some tornado sirens right now if you live in southern Madison County, including the Big Hill area, Duluth, Dreyfus, Big Hill Road. Again, this is, let's see here, just east, quite a bit further over east than I-75. So this is going to be kind of moving into southeastern Madison County right now. There's a lot of heavy rain falling in Kingston as well. Richmond, you are getting ready to see some. And again, there are multiple warnings right now. So we do have the tornado warning that's in place for Madison County right now. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for basically the entire area of Madison County, the entire county, and that's until 5:30 on the western side, 5:45 on the eastern side. Now, this storm is moving very quickly, so you need to get in your safe spot and stay there. If you live in the Big Hill, Duluth, Dreyfus area, you already need to be in the basement, underground, or on the lowest level of your house. Because this storm is moving very quickly. It is moving to the northeast right now at about 35 miles an hour. So it does look like it has slowed down just a little bit. So about 35 miles an hour it is moving to the northeast. Let's see here. Okay, so that's Middlesboro, Kentucky. It looks like the possibility of maybe a confirmed tornado down around the Middlesboro, Kentucky area. But again, that's just outside of our viewing area. That tornado warning does actually clip a portion there of Knox County, so we will talk about that. But it looks like the worst part of the storm is in Bell County. And so, of course, we have very, very few, if any, viewers down there. So Knoxville, I know, is covering that. Back here at home, Madison County, southern Madison County, you are under the gun right now. Tornado warning in effect for you until 5:45 p.m. Let's go ahead and switch it over to our storm relative velocity right now. It does look like there is some broad rotation. That is going to be just north of the Big Hill area. That is going to be west of the Dreyfus area. So you've got the winds that are moving toward radar, toward Jackson radar over in eastern Kentucky, and then winds moving away from it. So you've got that couplet, that rotation that's sitting there right over the southern part of Madison County. Let's see if we can get some roads in here. Blue Lick Road, you are seeing the storms right now. Red Lick Road, Big Hill Road, and that is going to be moving closer toward the Bethlehem Road area as well, near Dreyfus. Dreyfus Road also included in a lot of the heavy rain and the storms that are moving in. So let's go back over to our reflectivity here. Again, this storm, this particular cell is moving a little slower than the last one. It looks like it is moving northeast around 35 miles per hour. Let's see. Okay, so we've got some reports of power outages in North Berea. It's really no surprise. So obviously there's going to be some wind with this. Right now, obviously, we could have winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. But if there's a tornado warning, then your threat for wind, of course, increases pretty drastically. So again, every sweep of the radar comes in. We show it moving quickly up to the northeast. So again, tornado warning still in Madison County, southern Madison County, 35 miles per hour. That's what it's moving at, northeast, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. So we do also still have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings that are around. Basically, the entire county of Madison County is under a severe thunderstorm warning, but obviously the worst of it, what's drawing our attention most and what's causing our newscast to be delayed here a little bit is the tornado warning that is in place for southern Madison County. Let's take a look and see if we have any kind of hail associated with this. I'm not seeing any hail. Let's see if there's some shear. So it looks like we do have at least a little bit of weak shear that's kind of moving right in the Dreyfus, Duluth, and Dreyfus area there in southern Madison County. Tornado warning continues until 5:45 p.m. Let's go ahead and go back over to reflectivity. If anything, you're seeing probably some strong wind gusts. You're probably hearing the tornado sirens going off there in southern Madison County, getting very close to the Brassfield area. Let's go ahead and take this out and see. Let's see, it's moving 35 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and draw a line from the worst part of the storm, which is now just passing over Duluth there in Madison County. Okay, so the next places that are going to be impacted, Locust Branch in the next 7 minutes. Moving over into, of course, the Estill and Clark County areas are going to be dealing with, again, some of these strong wind gusts, a lot of heavy rain as well. So moving over into Estill County. Jinx, you're going to be impacted in about 10 minutes. Noland in about 10 minutes. Witt in 14. Wisemantown area 16 minutes, and then of course taking it all the way into South Irvin around 18 minutes from now. So that will put us probably at the expiration time of this tornado warning. So again, I'm still not seeing any sort of reports. Just one report that there was some power lost in North Berea. We still have quite a bit of time to go with this. So let's take a look back at, let's clear this out of here. We're looking at this moving again still around 35 to 40 miles per hour to the northeast. So you've already seen a strong storm moving past Richmond into the Hillcrest area. Again, this is not in the tornado warned area, but you still need to be in your safe place, northeastern and eastern and northern Madison County, because there's still strong storms coming through. You're still under a severe thunderstorm warning, so there's the possibility of straight line winds. We had a macro burst in Marion County last week. There's a possibility of that. There's also a possibility of hail, even though I'm not seeing reports of hail. The potential is there, at least nickel-sized hail, but we're not talking about, hopefully, nothing over 1 inch. But anytime you have a tornado warning, your hail risk becomes higher with those higher winds and those stronger updrafts and downdrafts of the thunderstorm. So again, Duluth, the storm is passing you right now. Dreyfus, it looks like you are kind of still under the gun right now. It's past the Big Hill area and Morrill area as well. Brassfield, you're next. Panola, you're dealing with some probably strong wind gusts right now, some torrential rain. Still not seeing any super strong wind gusts on our Kentucky mesonet sides, but that doesn't mean that you're not dealing with strong winds within this particular tornado warning right now. Okay, so it looks like now the severe thunderstorm warning for Garrett, Jessamine, and Madison County will be allowed to expire. Still dealing with some rain right now in southern and eastern Fayette County. We do still have a couple, actually, severe thunderstorm warnings just northeast of Lexington. Nicholas County, Carlisle, you're dealing with some very heavy rain, potentially even some hail there. Let's see if there's some hail showing up. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit of hail up around the Mount Olivet area, just pushing outside of our viewing area into the Robertson County area. We also do still have several of those severe thunderstorm warnings that are around, particularly for northern and northeastern Kentucky. But we are dealing with, it looks like the tornado warning has extended. Okay, so we're just going to keep going here. Let's go back over to our reflectivity. Let's take a look at this. The tornado warning has expanded over into Estill County and up into the Powell County area as well. So this one will go now. This looks like the one for Richmond will be expiring here in the next few minutes probably, while another one has taken its place as this severe thunderstorm continues to progress across the bluegrass right here in the heart of central Kentucky. So Irvin, right now, Estill County, you are in this tornado warning until 6 o'clock p.m. This is also going to include the far southwestern portion of Powell County. As you can see, the storm has yet to arrive in Irvin, and really in Estill County. It's kind of pushing over along the border there of Madison County and Estill County. So tornado warning in effect right now. You can see this still moving quickly, maybe not as quickly as it was, but it slowed down just a little bit, but still moving at a good clip northeast at 35 miles an hour. So Irvin, you need to be in your safe place right now. Irvin, let's zoom in on some of these more communities. Locust Branch, Jinx, Noland, Brassfield, Winston, you are under the gun right now. You need to be in your safe space. There is, let's see, another severe thunderstorm warning. We'll get to that in just a second. Bybee, Moberly, College Hill, Fox, you all need to be in your safe place right now. Get to the lowest level of your home. If you have a basement, go in the basement. Put as many walls between you and the outside as you can. Close the interior doors of your house too. And then, of course, get under something, protect your head, cover yourself, your body with something heavy and sturdy. So again, tornado warning in effect. This is for the far southern, southeastern portion of Madison County, as this storm is now pushing into Estill County. It is also heading up into Clark County right now. And so you can see that we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Clark County. That's going to go until 5:45. We also have a plethora of severe thunderstorm warnings up around the Nicholas County area, Fleming County, Robertson County, pushing up into the Maysville area too. So those are going to be pushing on up into Ohio here soon. Still some stratiform rain around Paris, Lexington, Georgetown, and Cynthiana, so nothing severe there, thankfully. And we're really not seeing anything a whole lot stretching down. There is a line that's coming down toward the western part there of Laurel County. But again, nothing severe right now. What we're focusing on right here is the tornado warning. That is for far southern Madison County. It does even clip the far northern part of Jackson County, although that's not where the worst is. And we're really watching Irvin and the Estill County area pretty closely here. So let's get in here on some of these communities. Locust Branch, Jinx, Noland, Witt, Winston, Galloway Crossing, even Irvin and Ravenna. You need to be in your safe space right now. We do have, it looks like maybe just a little notch here starting to develop. So let's take it over to storm relative velocity. Doesn't look like maybe there's a whole lot there. Maybe a tiny little bit right around the Heisel area. We also have maybe a little bit of broad rotation just west of Noland. That's going to be just right around the Doug Hill area, Thomas Road, Panola Road, Knoblick Road. Again, this is going to be in the community of Noland in Estill County. Again, if you're just joining us, tornado warning for southern Madison County and Estill County until 6 o'clock p.m. This one also is including a portion there of Powell County, getting closer to the Stanton area. But of course, the storm is still back here in western Estill County, and that's going to be around the Noland area. Let's go ahead and go back over to radar. All right, so not seeing any reports of hail at this time, not seeing any reports of any of a confirmed tornado, but I imagine you are hearing the sirens right now going off in the Irvin area, Ravenna area, Noland, of course. They're in right on the border of Madison and Estill County. So let's see here. We also still have several severe thunderstorm warnings that are all around the tornado warning, at least on the north side, pushing into Clark County, even a couple of lightning bolts there. If anything, though, at the bare minimum, we're seeing some torrential rain out of these storms that are producing great amounts of rain. Just not a lot of lightning, but again, there's going to be enough shear and enough twist in the atmosphere to where we could be looking at a bit of broad rotation. So we do have some rotation right now that looks like it is coming into the Noland area, Panola. Again, that's right on the border of Estill County as well as Madison County. So again, tornado warning for Estill County until 6 o'clock p.m. Let me just get one more, take a look at this. Again, it's moving into the northeast, right around 35 miles per hour. All right, so tornado warning still in effect. We're going to have more weather coming up, but right now we're briefly going to send it over to Sean and Angie for a weather update.
All right, Emily, thanks so much. Yeah, this is a viewer picture that was sent in to us. Something they sent in, I believe, we were told this was Estill County.
I believe it's Estill County.
Yeah, this was from Estill County that was sent in by a viewer to our newsroom. So as you've been watching, you know, Emily describing what was moving through southern Madison County, also in Estill County there as well. So, of course, we do appreciate our viewers sending these pictures that they're seeing out their windows, out their front doors of what they're actually watching as these storms roll through.
Yeah, and that one coming to us from Steve Perkins. We always appreciate those photos. And, of course, if you're going to take a photo, make sure you're doing it safely. If you are in any of these tornado-warned areas, we certainly want you to be in your safe places, in your shelters there. But really good look at that storm as it rolled through Estill County just a short while ago. Emily, you've been following these storms as they've moved through Madison County, now toward Irvin, Ravenna, those areas. How have they been evolving there?
It doesn't look like there's anything to report as far as any confirmation of tornadoes, but the National Weather Service has seen a lot of these properties from the storms, the shear, amounts of shear and the amounts of convection that are in the atmosphere. So they're going to continue these warnings, of course, as long as they still see that. So really what we're watching is a very broad, long line, actually, of strong storms that are moving into the Irvin area as we speak right now. And it just seems like we can, obviously, some of these warnings can start to pile up on one after another. Thankfully, the tornado warning is going to be dropped for Madison County, so the worst of the storm has passed off into Estill County now, getting closer to the Irvin area. So let's take a look at maybe some of these locations that are going to be impacted here in the next few minutes. Let me draw my box here. We're watching this line right here, and it's moving to the northeast around 35 miles per hour. So as this continues to kind of head closer to the Powell County area, you're looking at places like Hargett. You're receiving the rain and the storms right now. Callaway Crossing in about a minute. You need to be in your safe space right now. Callaway Crossing. Wiseman Town in 1 minute. West Irvin in 2 minutes. Irvin and Ravenna, you need to both be in your safe space right now. Remember to go to the basement if you have it. If not, get to the lowest level of your home. Close your interior doors. Put as many walls between you and the outside as you can. And, of course, get under something sturdy or protect yourself. Get under a mattress if you have it, or a book or something sturdy. Kimbrell, you're looking at maybe a 3-minute arrival time. North Irvin, also 3 minutes. South Irvin, 4 minutes. And Irvin itself, around 4 or 5 minutes. I'm sure you are hearing this tornado sirens going off right now. Let's see, we have... Looks like the possibility of maybe another tornado warning that is going to be issued here. Possibility, let's see, up around Flemingsburg. So Fleming County, another one. Another tornado warning issued for Fleming County right now. That is until 6:15 p.m. Fleming County, under the gun, under a tornado warning now until 6:15 p.m. So let's take a look at that one. You got Ewing, you got Cohen, Pleasant Valley, Battle Run area, dealing with some extremely heavy rain right now, moving just into Fleming County, of course, from Nicholas County. Let's see here. So this one's until 6:15 p.m. and it does look like it includes the northern half there, especially far northwestern Fleming County. So Ewing, you are under the gun right now. Looks like there's some torrential rain. Let's take a look at velocity and see if there's anything, any kind of rotation with this particular storm. Does look like the possibility of some rotation there just southwest of the Cowan area. So again, you've got the green that shows your winds going toward radar, toward Jackson, and then the red, of course, is going away. So you're dealing with that area of circulation right around here. So you need to be in your safe space. Of course, if you live in the Hilltop area, if you live in Cranetown, if you live in Elizaville, Ewing, obviously, and Cowan as well. Let me take a look here and see if there's any reports. I'm not seeing any kind of reports or confirmation of tornadoes. There looks like there was a report of a tree down in Lincoln County. So we know that we had a tornado warning for Lincoln and Garrett County about an hour ago, or half an hour ago. And so seeing maybe just 1 or 2 reports of some power outages or a tree down. As far as from the tornado warnings themselves, especially the ones that are current, not seeing any kind of confirmation or reports of actually tornadoes on the ground or being confirmed. We do appreciate if you continue to send in your pictures, if you have wall clouds, if you have shelf clouds, if you're seeing any sort of flooding from these storms. Again, that's a possibility. Not only some of these really strong wind gusts, but also the possibility of some intense, very intense torrential rain. So driving over roads that are flooded, do not do that. Always find a different direction. So Cowan and Ewing right now, you are seeing the brunt of the storm. And this particular storm is moving, let me see, tornado warning, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So this one is moving 45, northeast at 45 miles per hour. The one down to the south in Estill County, I believe that one's still moving around 35 miles per hour. So again, just a broad picture. Still have 3 tornado warnings in place right now. We have one that is over Bell County. I believe that one will likely be pushing out of there and expiring. But we do have this line of storms that's stretching all the way up from the Maysville area, down through eastern Bourbon County, through Clark County, into Estill County, and even all the way down toward western Laurel County. Back behind it to the west, we still have more of just your garden variety showers. Hopefully nothing severe with that. But this is the line we've been talking about that we said potentially would be coming through around commute time and dinner time. So this is probably one of the worst times for us to see some strong to severe storms. So do be aware. This line has moved east of I-75, thankfully, but it is still impacting many of our communities and counties. So right now, again, Irvin, you are seeing the brunt of the storm right now. We're not seeing any reports of rotation in the storm, but we know as we've been taking a look at some of these storm relative velocities that there's some rotation there. You can see it. Let me turn on my telestration here. You can see that broad area of rotation right near Witt Springs. So Witt Springs and Callaway Crossing, you, of course, should already be in your safe place. Please do not come out of the basement or your safe place until the storm passes and I give you the okay. Tornado warning in effect until 6 p.m. That is for Estill County. Looks like it's going to be expiring from Madison County, so you're okay, Madison County. Let's go back over to reflectivity. Again, this is a line, so I would rather see a congealed line like this rather than small individual spots or supercells. Those potentially have a greater chance of spinning up a tornado, but I preface that by saying don't come out of your safe space just yet. Please treat this just as it would be a tornado coming toward your house because there is some rotation there, but we're not receiving any reports of any kind of confirmation of tornadoes. But again, if you have pictures and you can get to take those pictures safely, you can send those to us. So Irvin right now dealing with the brunt of the storm. Again, there could be some broad rotation. There's going to be some strong winds in this, at the very least, torrential rain. Not a lot of lightning with this one. And I haven't seen any reports or even any hail showing up right now on Max Track. Now, there is one spot near the Locust Branch area that could have some hail. It's possible. And it looks like the hail would be on the smaller side, maybe dime to nickel size. Maybe upwards near a quarter size. That would be 1 inch hail. So anything over 1 inch, of course, is considered severe. But really what we're focusing on right now is the tornado warning that is in place right now. So let's take a look at some of the communities that will be impacted here in the next several minutes. This one's going to go till 6 o'clock. So it's 5:46 right now. So until I see some significant weakening of this, we'll likely stay here with the tornado warning. South Irvin and Irvin, you are dealing with some extremely heavy rain right now. Again, this line is extending down to include the Jinx, Locust Branch area, Alcorn there, and that's moving into Jackson County right now. So far northern Jackson County is also included in not only this line that's coming through, but the warning. There's also some very heavy rain that's pushing out of Rockcastle County into Jackson County and western and northern Laurel counties as well. Looks like the storms have expired in the Bell County area. So we're just focusing here. Again, we have also severe thunderstorm warnings. We have one severe thunderstorm warning that's still in effect for Clark County. So you're dealing with some extremely heavy rain there in Winchester, Clark County, right along I-64 in northern Clark County, and right along the Mountain Parkway as well. So again, I know it's commute time, and I know people are traveling, so if you are seeing some intense rain, you need to pull over and wait this storm out, particularly if you are not in the tornado warning, if it is just very, very heavy rain or hail or strong winds. I'd say for about another 15 minutes or so, Clark County, you're going to be dealing with that severe thunderstorm warning. We also have that warning that extends up into Bourbon County, includes the North Middleton area. It does head over toward Bath County as well. And then you've got the severe thunderstorm warning that is surrounding the tornado warning. So they are multiple layers here. So we have the tornado warning again for Fleming County, and that one is still in effect until 6:15 p.m. So still another about 30 minutes or so to go on that one. Ewing right now is receiving the brunt of that action. Let's take a look at shear rate, see if there's any shear. It looks like there is over in between the Cranetown area and Flemingsburg area. Flemingsburg Junction has some shear too. So that's what, when we say shear, it's kind of the twist in the atmosphere. So we're talking about the potential for some rotating thunderstorms to be developing in these areas. Tornado warning, again, until 6:15. That's for Fleming County. We have the other tornado warning that is in the Irvin area, that is moving over the Irvin area right now. Let's take one more look here at the Irvin, the Estill County tornado warning. That's going to be moving into Powell County here very soon. And then, of course, maybe even clipping Clark County, and then also moving up into the Mount Sterling area too. So we're going to be talking about that coming up. Let's go back to Sean and Angie now for a brief update. Are we seeing any more pictures or reports out there, guys?
Yeah, Emily, our newsroom is getting some more video and pictures from these storms. This right here was sent in by Mag Shepard in Fleming County. And as you mentioned, Emily, of course, the tornado warning there in Fleming County until about 6:15. You can see in this video certainly some strong winds, also hail coming down there in Fleming County. Again, that was sent in by viewer Mags Shepard from that area.
And then we also have this picture that you can see. This was sent in by Candace Burton, the dark clouds there in Stanton. We know that that part of the area was part of that, not far from that tornado warning you were talking about a little bit earlier, of that same cell that's going through the Irvin area now. Certainly some mean-looking storms out there. We appreciate all these viewer photos that come into us, but as always, want to make sure that when you're taking these photos, you're in a safe place. If you're in one of these tornado-warned areas, we don't want you to be getting out there and taking pictures if you're putting yourself in danger. And also keep in mind, if you're ever away from the TV, you can always download the LEX 18 Storm Tracker weather app to stay in the loop with all these warnings and watches that are coming through right now. And certainly hope everybody in these areas are safe so far. And we also just getting word that video just a moment ago was from Richmond. We know those storms are rolling through southern Madison County. We understand was part of that tornado warning, although Richmond was a little bit north of where that warning was. But still, as you could see in that video, plenty of wind, plenty of rain. As Emily was just talking about a moment ago, heavy, heavy, heavy rain coming down in that area. So if you do come across any flooded roads, parking lots, there's that video right now, and you can see that wind blowing those trees, that rain just dumping down. So if you come across any flooded areas, as always, be sure not to try and cross those areas. Remember that old saying, turn around, don't drown. We don't want to see any bad news happen out there associated with that rain. Emily, how are things looking at this point out there?
You know, still the same. We're tracking and keeping a close eye on all of these storms, but we're not receiving any types of damage, at least from tornadoes, no confirmation of any tornadoes, so we'll call that a win. I do want to pass along to you, though, a couple of severe thunderstorm reports, such as uprooted trees or snap trees, a couple of those in Pulaski County. One was 1 mile southeast of Hogue in Pulaski County. Another one, a report of a tree being blown onto, or actually, yes, trees reported to have blown onto power lines on Etna Road, 1 mile west-northwest of Pulaski in Pulaski County. So we do have some reports, at least from damage in the area, but none in particular associated with the current tornado warnings that are in place right now. So we do still have the tornado warning in Estill County. That's pushing into Powell County as we speak right now, right around the Stanton area. So pretty soon that's going to be heading closer to the Clark County area, as well as moving up into Montgomery County. So we will be, of course, tracking this. This particular tornado warning is set to expire in about 7 minutes. But we also have another one that is north, and this one maybe looks a little bit more intense. I think there's even more intense rain with this one. And this is moving, again, right close to the Flemingsburg area. Flemingsburg Junction, definitely you need to be in your safe space right now. Helena, you also need to be in your safe space. I'm going to take this one out. See, again, it's moving very quickly. I'm going to take this one out and see what other communities will be impacted here. Let's see, this one I believe is moving at about to the northeast at 45 miles an hour. So in the next minute, Wedonia, you already need to be to your safe space. It is moving right over you. I'm sure you were hearing the tornado warnings, sirens rather. Mount Gilead, 4 minutes until it arrives to you. Poplar Grove in 5 minutes. Orangeburg in 8 minutes. Again, these are for areas that are in not only Fleming County, but then, of course, pushing on into the Montgomery County area as well. Sorry, this is Fleming County, so it's going to be pushing outside of our viewing area into the Lewis County area. So once we get past the worst of it in the Flemingsburg and Flemingsburg Junction area, that will be leaving our viewing area. But again, you've got a lot of intense rain with this system. We've taken on even up into the Mason County area, which is also just outside of our viewing area. But you can see those severe thunderstorm warnings are just all around. But in particular, we're paying close attention to the Flemingsburg area and, of course, Flemingsburg Junction. It looks like maybe the worst of the storm is passing over you right now. So Maysville Road, you're seeing some intense rain right now, maybe even some very strong winds. Bypass Road as well, Convict Pike, Elizaville Road, and up around the Kelly Pike area too. Again, this is going to be in northern Fleming County. So severe thunderstorm warning extended around, but the tornado warning goes until 6:15 p.m. So again, Flemingsburg, you definitely need to be in your safe space right now. We do also have, let's see, as this continues to kind of move to the northeast, Dalesburg, you could be impacted by this storm, and eventually Mount Carmel. So we'll take a look at that in just a second. For now, let's kind of go back down to the other tornado warning that's moving through Irvin right now. It looks like it has weakened a little bit, so that is definitely good news. I imagine they will probably want to go ahead and let that one expire here in the next few minutes. I know that that one goes until 6:15 p.m. Oh, sorry. That one is Fleming County. Let's click on Estill County. All right, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. So I would say that that one probably will be expiring in the next few minutes. Let's see if there's another warning. Okay, so there's another severe thunderstorm warning that is issued for parts of Bath, Estill, Lee, Menifee, Montgomery, Powell, and Wolfe counties. So they're taking this storm right here and they're basically just saying, well, it's going to include and go through several different counties here coming up in the next 15 to 30 minutes. So that's why they have gone ahead and just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for this line that is moving through right now. So you've got Mount Sterling that's going to be impacted. The Jeffersonville area will be impacted. And they're saying that this is a severe thunderstorm warning, but a tornado is possible. So they're not calling it a tornado warning, but they are saying that a tornado is still possible within this line. So what we have, again, tornado warning that is still in effect. And I believe what we're going to do is at about 6 o'clock, as we start a brand new half hour of news, we'll just go ahead and take the news and we'll do some weather, talk about the forecast coming up. But again, tornado warning right now still over Estill County. It also includes the far southwestern and western portion there of Powell County. So that's going to be including the Stanton area. This does look like it has weakened quite a bit. Let's go back over to storm relative velocity. Just not a lot there. Not a lot there. So that's good news. That's good news. So if you're in Irvin, I believe that you are okay to come out of your safe spot. Stanton, you still need to be there. You still need to be in your safe spot. Vaughn's Mill right now, you're dealing with some torrential rain. Clay City, Verdon, and then of course that's going to extend on up toward Goff's Corner, Rabbittown, Kidville, and on up into the Montgomery County area from Clark County. So still dealing with a lot of heavy rain, some lightning, some thunder, wind potentially in northeastern Clark County. And then that's going to be impacting Montgomery County coming up here very soon. We still have the tornado-warned storm that is trying to move out of Flemingsburg and out of Fleming County. However, there is still a lot of stuff to talk about there. Let's take a look at shear there. Still some shear. I believe the heaviest of the rain has now pushed out. Not a lot of rotation, so that is also good news. Good news there. Still a little bit of maybe rotation right around that shear in far northern Fleming County. Let's take it back one time. Back to our reflectivity radar product showing again the worst of that storm. Looks like it is now pushing north just outside of our viewing area. But the Flemingsburg storm, you are still in that tornado warned storm, tornado warning until 6:15 p.m. Again, we still have the tornado warning that covers Estill County and a portion of Powell County. Okay, it looks like now as of about 6 p.m., the tornado warning will be expiring for Estill, a little chunk there of Jackson and Powell County, but we still want to keep an eye, though, on the severe thunderstorm warning that is still in place for a good chunk of the area. Our tornado warnings are expiring, so I believe we can probably dump out of here. But again, I just want to mention that Mount Sterling, the Stanton area, so you've got Montgomery County, you have part of Clark County, you have Powell County, Estill County, Menifee County, and Bath County all in this severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible until 6:30 p.m. But thankfully, most of the tornado warnings have expired. Flemingsburg or Fleming County one will be expiring soon. So let's send it back over to Larry and Nancy now for an update.
Video right now sent to us from Tina Anglin in Berea. Take a look and listen to this. That's from her front porch there in Berea. The wind is really whipping both the trees and the porch furniture blowing around. You can also tell it's sort of raining sideways and very heavily.
And just watching all this time and following Emily's great work as she tracks this, and boy, she's been at this now about an hour and a half, it seems like. You're just seeing the same system gradually moving east, and as one tornado warning expires, you're then seeing another one pick up then in the east, and now, as she mentioned, there are 4 different counties right now that that she's watching, including one ending at 6:30 in Bath County.
Unfortunately, as that system has marched across the bluegrass, we haven't, at least to this point, seen or heard of any major damage, hail, that kind of thing. So hopefully it'll behave as it moves on out. All right, Emily, we want to go back to you and look at what you're seeing now.
Okay, so we are going to just spend a brief amount of time here on this severe thunderstorm warning. Still not seeing any reports of damage, which is good news. Still a couple of strong storms definitely out there. And when I say that it is only a severe thunderstorm warning, don't take that lightly. This is still a strong storm that is impacting multiple counties. You still have, as you've seen in the videos, very strong wind gusts. We also have had some torrential rain from this system. So anytime there's any sort of flooding, you absolutely do not need to cross over any flooded road. Make sure you find a different direction. We do still have the severe thunderstorm warning that is affecting multiple counties, as I just mentioned. So let's kind of just take a little tour here real quick. We still have one for Clark County, but that one is expiring. That one will be expiring very soon. The worst of the storms are now pushing into the Mount Sterling area, Camargo area, Stanton, Irvin still seeing some rain, but the worst is past Irvin. Carlisle right now dealing with some very heavy rain, but they are actually not included in the severe thunderstorm warning. Fleming County is still under that tornado warning, but again, the worst of it has now pushed outside of the viewing area. So we have the severe thunderstorm warning for Montgomery County, Bath County, a portion of Menifee County, Powell County, and northern Estill County, and that is until 6:30. Hopefully this thing calms down and kind of moves off and lets us do some news and some weather here.